Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Broken Lords on Endless. So we have ahead of us a little bit of a task. We need to push to the east and claim Gadanak, and then we have to go take Saimoa. But the thing is, it probably is not the case that we can just push into Gadanak and then have Red just like call it off. He's not going to give us a truce. I'm sure he's not. Well, he probably won't. My point is, it's going to be a real pain in the ass if he doesn't. Because we have to be holding Gadanak. It's not particularly that we have to be holding it, but Red has to not have it at the time that we take Saimoa. So, I'm a little concerned about creating a defensible position in Gadanak while we move on Saimoa. The answer might just be to pump out a whole lot more troops. Maybe to try to run through this northern ocean. I'm assuming that the fortresses in Forani probably have garrisons, which means that any attempt to run a bunch of troop transports through the middle of Forani might be folly. You know, I'm assuming there's probably like 6 to 8 fire ships parked in each, because the AI builds all these boats and then has nothing to do with them and so just fortifies. But I think maybe it's possible. Maybe there's enough room between them that we could squeeze through in like one of these two rows. Hard to say. The thing is, Kreen is going to be so easy to conquer. I just really wish that we'd gotten to do it first before Red declared war on us. Let's test the water here. Let's take Red's temperature a little bit. Vis-a-vis a truce in exchange for a declaration of... Wow. He's extremely interested in this deal. Okay. Yeah, we can make this work for sure. Yeah, and then all we have to do is give him, like, some garbage tech, and he'll... Okay. Okay. Actually, I've changed my mind. It looks totally doable now. So, hold on. I do want to do one more thing. While we're here, let's check something. Alright, he has endless alloys, but he does not have serum yet. So that's not awesome. I was hoping that we were fighting his troops already all serumed up, so that, you know, when we grab it, it'll be this huge thing that he can never come back from. He is going to get serum at some point, probably. And there's no way to know what he's currently researching, not even with espionage can we do that. So the fact is, at some point, his troops are just going to get significantly better. And there's nothing we can do about it. I guess just be ready. Okay, no science stockpiles available. We're 7 turns right now, it looks like. 7 turns out, but I'm kind of curious. I don't remember if we have a stockpile active right now or not. Oh, hey, Titan Bones. So it might actually be... If we have a stockpile available right now, the stockpile, what it does is it increases your rate of science gain for the turn that it's active. And it will cause the number of turns left predictor to lie to you a little bit, because obviously it predicts how many turns it would take you to get this tech at your current rate of science. So if there's a stockpile running right now, it may actually end up being more than 7 turns, but I'm confident that we'll get there. We'll probably get there before we can take Gadanak. That would be my guess. Alright, so we have 3 full-size armies, right? We have... just go back and merge onto these guys. Alright. We have some retrofitting to do. We just didn't have enough mithrite to put all the hats on everybody. And there's very little mithrite available on the market. We're only getting 3.5 per turn. So what is the... How much mithrite is it per soldier? 5. Okay, so every 2 turns we can fix 1 more up. Do we see any... Not really. I was curious if there were any convenient mithrite extractors that we could pillage for a nice one-time lump of it. No such luck. Alright. Let us move out. So yeah, I think the strategy is just to push east. We might be able to do this fast enough that he doesn't come back on us. Come back on Anchan or anything. That's not an ideal direction of engagement. I should attack down here. Because if I attack right here, you can see the top left of the engagement zone includes one tile of this unnamed city. I don't know. Obviously, I'd prefer not to be fighting more than one of his cities at a time. Huaiying's pretty poorly defended. We could go for it, but I don't think I want to. Alright, how much fortification? 110. We just barely don't have the fortification damage necessary to bring that down in one turn, and I'm certainly not going to wait on it. Alright, yeah, next turn we put Karat under siege, make him come to us, take Gadnak, and then trade for a declaration of war on green, and just march down here. It will be a little bit annoying if Red closes his borders on us as soon as the truce starts, but I believe that when that happens... oh, actually, it's not going to matter. Never mind. Because at the very worst, we can just get in our boats and go around. I do have boat tech, right? That would be an embarrassing oversight. Yes, okay. Yeah, we're fine. This is a good plan, as long as we can execute it quickly enough. We really do need that 7,000 dust, though. We have some healing to do. Alright. Saluzzo... I don't know, man. So he's moving his air guardians around, but he doesn't seem particularly interested in attacking our cities with them, so I'm not sure if I care. Search this ruin real quick. Okay. This is... I can't care about this right now. I'm very busy. I'm a very busy man. Our units are really, like, doing a lot of fortification damage now. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up all of the armies. Forager 6s, Necrodrone 5s. Okay, these are scary units, but only 128 and 144 instead of, like, 200. Makes me feel a little bit more secure. I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything really to do here aside from siege the city. Just checking real quick to see if we could burn down that village as we walk past, but I will not stand still for a whole turn. That just seems like a terrible plan. Do we have mining rights in Dellen? We don't. That'll help. We need that. No, wait, don't build a dust revitalizer. We need all of our mithrite. I could have upgraded a couple of guys here. Or one guy, at least. I had to pay more attention before issuing my move orders. Alright, what are you guys going to do? What is useful? Let's see here. This place has spices, which obviously do not do a tremendous amount for us. So, an advanced extraction is useless. Really not a lot for the city to do. I guess it should have... better defenses, being on the front and everything, but... that's only going to take a couple of seconds to do. Did he just build a new Guardian? Okay, well, we can stand here for now. We seem to not be lending our force to this. Okay, so he just used up his action point by attacking that neutral army. He can't retreat. So we are going to attack him. Do I want to... I think I want to start the fight with Argbad, so that we get those extra reinforcement slots. And we are just barely not including that city's tiles. Bella the Bat. Alright, yeah. Okay, this should be a rout. We should crush these guys. We lost 2 stalwarts. That's worse than I was expecting us to do, honestly. But apparently we cannot lend siege support from the water. We have to be on a land tile. Not something that's ever come up before. Okay, we have in Dallin, we have a spare stalwart, so he can start running to the front. It's going to take a little while. Do we have spare units anywhere else? I don't think so, right? And we've been... Oh, we have a dust bishop. Are you... Sorry. Are you the most upgraded you can be? No. Let's retrofit you. Yeah, I guess we'll just have the dust bishop start running as well. May as well upgrade these guys while they're still in friendly territory. Alright, Empty Belly's getting very close to having extra reinforcement positions as well. Makes our army a little bit more versatile. We can attack safely with different units. Oh wow, this city doesn't have Advanced Alchemy Lab yet? That's a little bit of an oversight on my part. Ah, man. With all this dust, we can actually reasonably buy stockpiles. But I don't want to say science is useless to us after we finish the serum, but it sort of is. Like, we kind of aren't going to use anything that we research from that point on. So what else could we be... There's not really a lot else that we could be working on, though. We make industry and science stockpiles. This city has very few other meaningful things to do. I guess, let's put together a dust depository. This city doesn't need to be in hardcore production mode anymore. I let myself get stuck a little bit there mentally. Should I just put this up somewhere so that I can have it up? What city is producing the majority of our influence? Well, perhaps not shockingly, it's the capital. Alright, doesn't really solve my problem of what to build in Umosi, but it does give me a lot more influence to work with. At a certain point, it becomes actually difficult to do useful things. I mean, work this out, and we'll go in for dust after... We're going to transfer probably all of our science-focused cities to dust after we get the serum. I mean, that's not... It is not the case that there's no value at all in further top-tier tax. But it is the case that the value is somewhat limited. Oh, where was this? Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that. I appreciate the free red sang, though. We had some red sang already. Does this give us enough for a booster? It does not. So let's keep the dust water going. You are a governor, so govern. Alright, Lenfel's done pretty well at creating a garrison. I don't know... Mining rights doesn't seem very important. The only deposit we have here is glass steel. I guess a dust revitalizer would be cool, but I'm trying to save up all of my mithrite. I mean, again, we've just kind of reached a position where I don't have anything particularly valuable to build. I suppose re-establishing vision over purple is something useful. Okay, you have some stuff you can still do. We can keep leveling things up here. Should we go after this guy? No, let's just stay where we are. Let's make them fight us. And since this turn we do not have to use our action points, let's make sure we're healed. Where is the bishop? Okay, it's going to be a minute. So we're going to have to fight all these guys, and all these guys, and all these guys. I don't know. I'm confident we can do it. I think it's going to be fine. So I think... Don't want to bank some dust. We make so much dust every turn. You know what? Let's just buy citizens. Therat has 44 population. I've done alright by Therat. Oh, that's right. Citizens in Therat are expensive, but they are incredibly valuable. Still, they're really expensive. Alright, let us do this thing. So should I just attack the city and make them... Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, it's not going to let me. I've been attacked prior to my ability to attack the city. Well, this ought to be exciting. Let's have a look at it and see if there's any, excuse me. See if there's any compelling reason to manual this. They actually backed off some of the army, or some of the armies that were over here. So it's just the units that were actually in Karat, plus the army from Tiran, oh, because they got an angle on me. Oh, that's right. The armies that are in the city can't participate in this battle because of the wall. If you attack a sieging army from outside the city, the armies inside the city don't get to play. Well, the game gives us an overwhelming chance of victory, and yeah, I think we just... I don't want to manage this many units. Plus, we're at a point where we're just crushing it left and right here. So we want to attack this with a unit whose attack will not allow people from other cities to come and defend. And then you still have your action point. So I think the move here is going to be to harass this army right outside Gedenak, see if we can maybe get lucky and catch the AI doing something stupid. Also, real kata. Should I guess just pick up Agile Mover? We have maxed out the combat tree pretty thoroughly here. Wow, that was worth the effort. I expect they're just going to retreat. Yeah. It's just a little bit of free leverage for us. And I am, like, over the moon about the amount of mithrite we just found in that ruin. So what do I want to do with you? We can gain a little bit more defense, but I do mean a little bit more. A little bit more initiative. I think what we probably should do is take this, not because of the +5 defense, but because of the +15% defense that will be available shortly. Alright. So we have enough resources now to finish retrofitting the troops. We are missing one more unit, but I mean, it should be trivial to just buy out a stalwart. Where's that dust bishop? Here, okay. So still kind of slow. Would I be best off? It might be best if I just bought another unit here so that we can keep moving. The dust bishop can just bring up the rear. That's fine. Yes, let's do that. Out of curiosity, can I bring... Yes, this does take a turn off the serum doing that. So that's excellent. Oh, that's right. Attacking an empty city doesn't use up your action point. So wait, can he get... Ooh. These guys retreated already. I'm gonna go for it. I don't think he'll bring the city militia out to defend them. Yep, he didn't. The AI usually doesn't. Alright, so now it's only when they attack Real Kata do they prevent us from getting the extra reinforcement slots. Alright, let's start the Siege of Gedenak. This is going really well, actually. This has progressed much more smoothly than I had expected. Okay, now we have, we actually have the ability to spend some mithrite, sort of worry-free. So let's go ahead and build some news networks and stuff. A very small number of them, but some. Yeah, and we can keep expanding in places too, I guess that's true. There's a lot of places where a little bit of population would allow us to build another borough. And we might want to start taking advantage of that. Man, Sotothon is like... It's such an oddly shaped region, and this city spans like almost the entire thing. Yep, do that. Do all that stuff. Basically, just find anything productive to do, please. I'm very busy. Alright. So like I said, I'm not afraid of his guardians. He, for some reason, does not seem to have any interest in actually attacking us with them. Oh, this is a cliff. Well, I guess let's move here. I'm assuming that we can still apply our... yeah, 98 plus 80. Even though we can't touch the tiles that we're adjacent to because of the cliff, we can still add our strength to the siege. Alright, and if the interest numbers that we saw earlier hold, it should be trivial for us to... Oh, cool. It should be trivial for us to negotiate a truce after we do this, which means I don't want to get like too ahead of us, but it means we're in the game already. We're just playing out the streak here. Okay, so minus 278. I do want to let them come to us. Purple. Desperate, angry purple. I do still want to let them come out to us. I don't want to risk our armies unnecessarily. There's no reason to let the fact that things are going pretty well right now blind us into doing really dumb stuff. We can still play this cautiously. We're not racing. I know purple has a lot of, or red rather, has a lot of units near our cities, but honestly, he's just, like, he's not even going to attack our cities with these guardians. I don't think I've ever seen the AI use a guardian to attack a city. They will sometimes use a guardian as reinforcements in an attack on a city, but I've never seen them just attack a city outright with one. Alright, so next turn they'll attack us. And I think they won't be able to attack Rilkata. They'll have to attack one of the other two, given these cliffs, which means we'll get the benefit of our full reinforcement flags. Alright, here's hoping they don't hold a grudge on account of us taking their capital. What is this? Oh. Wow, I just received a huge amount of dust. I forgot that this counts already discovered stuff. Interestingly, they're not attacking. They usually attack the turn that the remaining fortification is less than the fortification that would be removed. I wonder why they're not. Ah, and we just got serum. Oh, technically, this tier 2 armor tech is an era 6 tech. Interesting. I suppose the next most useful thing for us would be dust-driven distillery. I mean, Endless Alloys is also really good, but we're already at the point where we're not really building anything of value in our cities anymore. Well, shoot, should I just attack them then? 163 points of fortification is kind of a lot. Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's any point in risking it. This army is already in range of us. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait. I will attack right at the beginning of the next turn, I guess. At least I'll try. We'll see if we can launch our attack before the AI does theirs. Alright, and now that we have the serum, just a quick look at the stats of our units, just so you get an idea of how good that is. 1,500 health, 369 damage. Stalwarts are almost at 2k. Alright, now we don't want to attack during turn 169. We gotta wait until that flips over to 170. Yep, and as soon as we see that they have 0 fortification, we go. I'm not sure if it registered that. If it was just waiting or something, you know. Alright. Jocelyn Duvall, whatever, get us more dust, I guess. It's not terribly relevant. Okay. Oh, I managed to attack the army, not the city. Good clicking, me. Alright, well, we flattened them. We didn't even lose a single person. We got thousands of dust for it. But we no longer have an action point with which to attack the city. Because technically we attacked the army, not the city, right? Well, guess we're waiting another turn. And honestly, at this point, I kind of don't even care about our buildings or anything. All we want is to attack red, take this city, get that truce, and attack green. And again, the truce is just about expedience again. I have no doubt that we could keep red from winning the game, but the game will take longer if they attack and reclaim Gadanek while we're away, or if I have to leave a defensive force back. I would like to do maximum efficiency here. Wow, they love this plan. Do they Endless Alloys love it? Actually, almost. Well, whatever, I don't actually care. This is good enough. I don't need anything from you except safe passage. And honestly, not even really that. Is the best thing just to take the water regardless? Actually, well, we have a lot of extra movement capacities, and I'm not sure if they work when we're in ships. The truce serves the hive, for now. I thought these guys were going to be a little more important. Didn't realize that we would completely blow things out like that. No Empire Mint, really? This is your capital. This is the first city you ever place. You don't have an Empire Mint? And then we have so many cities just begging for things to do. So let's build stuff. Listen, let's try to be prepared for the possibility, however remote, and it is remote, that somehow this attack doesn't work out immediately. I don't know. Maybe green has been, the whole time we've not been looking at them, green has been massing and they have just like full-size armies on every single tile. Could be, right? Not literally impossible. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's no sense half-assing it just because I'm pretty sure we've won. That's a good way to turn I'm pretty sure I've won into oh my god, how did I lose? We're definitely slower in the sea, generally. So let's just try to travel along the ice shelf here. It's unobstructed. And we have ship technology, so if the ice shelf disappears, our guys end up in boats. I'm assuming red's going to close their borders on us immediately, yeah. That's actual ships. Huh. How concerned am I about getting attacked by actual ships? Oh yeah, this is just going to be messages about the fact that the game is almost over. I have to admit that I was not thinking about this possibility. Well, I could certainly buy myself some ships. Why didn't I do that? Let's just make it clear to these guys that they are not going to be stopping us today. So we'll, oh, I never got adamantine and palladian armor. Shoot. So our ships aren't even that good. Our best possible ship is not even that good. But these guys are totally unupgraded. I do wish we had fire ships. Boarding vessels tend to be Not ideal for this kind of work. But we could buy a whole lot of them. Actually, we're kind of short on titanium. So red blocked us out of their territory. You know what we're going to do? We're going to throw caution to the wind and we're just going to go for it. I think this is a thing that's okay to do. Hold on. Where does it think I'm clicking? Okay. You can move through ocean territory that's controlled by... you can move through ocean territory that's controlled by somebody who has closed their borders to you, but you cannot move through the water adjacent to the coast, apparently. We're at war with green, so we can move on them. We can move into their territory openly. But we're just going to endure some retreat damage here. Actually, I wonder how likely it is that we could just win with transports. I'm kind of curious. There will be losses. I'm kind of curious, how many transports does it take to kill this fleet? Let's find out. We can reload at the beginning of the turn, but I want to know. It turns out we completely flattened them without even a single loss. We really hardly took any damage at all. Too many transport ships. Alright, well, I feel pretty good about that. Now it is just a matter of crawling down here. So I think that the game is over. Let's start doing our postmortem now while we're going through the final moves. First of all, this is a win, but it's not the cleanest win of all time. Ugh. Tons and tons of water guardians. Great. You will notice that all of us taking 250 damage from a water guardian is no longer the backbreaker it used to be. But I still don't love... getting attacked by this many guardians all at once. That still sounds pretty bad. Well, it is what it is. We can't kill green without doing it. And we're all... No, we're not all good on this. At this point, I am just stockpiling. Yeah, just make actual stockpiles, I guess. There's a way of banking, very inefficiently banking industry for later. The thing is, I just don't... The only thing we could possibly need is troops. But I don't want to actually build the troops now, because I don't want to have to manage them, because I'm lazy. Alright, and each Guardian is going to get relatively few moves. Alright, let's siege the city. We're just going to have to fight through all of them. Don't really get an option. What are the fortification values on his structures? Okay, just 60s? Sure, let's pillage something while we're waiting. So, this was a victory, almost certainly, but it wasn't a very clean victory. I had to reload due to getting surprised. On a couple of occasions, we had to go back and work some strategy out, so I do feel a little bit bad about that. Do I feel bad enough about that I think we should play another whole game of this experiment? No, probably not. Here's the deal. We know we can do it. And I do feel like I learned a lot. By the way, I want to thank... Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm blanking on your name. But I want to thank the viewer who suggested this, because this was really cool, and I do feel like we learned a ton from doing it. I feel like, especially my early game build order, is probably a lot tighter now than it was. Go get him, guys. Wow. Not a single loss. Although I guess technically we didn't completely clear out the enemies, so that's something of an embarrassment. Yeah, but I do want to thank very much the viewer who suggested this challenge. It was very interesting. I think it's been very beneficial. We might, at some point in the future, come back and give this another go, see if we can get a clean win without having to do any reloads or re-strategization. But we've been doing this one thing for long enough that I'd like to try something else. So, this is going to be it for this episode. We're going to hit end turn here, and we're going to win. I don't know what we're going to do. This is Friday's episode, I do believe, or Saturday's episode, as the case is looking like, given the... But, yeah, this is the weekend episode, so it'll be a couple of days before I record the next thing. Please, if you have a suggestion, if you have a type of game you'd like to see, if you have a type of strategy, even if you'd like to see me do something a little bit more focused, maybe not a gameplay, but a real tight focus in on a particular strategy or mechanic, just something about the game that you'd like to see illustrated, please leave it in the comments below. I'm looking for I'm looking to make the kind of content you guys want to see, and in order to do that I have to know what it is. So, any ideas? Comments below. If you're enjoying the series, please leave likes and stuff. You know how YouTube works. And thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are still enjoying the endless content as much as I'm enjoying making it. I've been playing this game for what seems like a very long time now, and I still have fun. I still have a ton of fun every time. So that's going to be it for today. Come back next time for some kind of new thing, and we'll see you then.